Hey, it's Jack again. Hey, listen, I need for you to subscribe to my channel. But anyway, here's Dean, and we're going to talk about being a milkman in Detroit. Actually, there's a lot more to it than just saying being a milkman because Dean had a store in his truck. It wasn't just milk. There was a whole lot of things.
Yeah,
Tell us about it.
we sell everything we could. That's the way it was, you know. We enjoyed. Uh, I sold cookies and
And bread and ice cream.
Oh, yeah, no, we sold everything.
What was that? Wasn't there a story about some kid in your neighborhood stealing ice cream out of the back of your truck at night, and you thought somebody was stealing money or something?
Yeah, yeah.
What was that about?
Oh gosh. Well, I parked out in the back. You know, a lot of people didn't have any money. You know, and they see some guy that had a truck or something, and things that were in it like milk, and cheese, and butter, and everything was sitting there because they had it left over from the day before. And people, people would steal. There was a lot of stealing going on.
Yes, but didn't you come out with your gun once, and it was the kid next door or something like that?
Oh yeah. Oh jeez. Uh,
Billy?
I don't know. I can't remember that, but I know that there was a lot of people that didn't have jobs. You know, jobs weren't good. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, people didn't make money.
But Dad, tell me about that kid you caught stealing ice cream out of the back of your truck.
Well, I just scared him.
Well, tell me about it. What happened? You were in the house
Gosh.
watching TV,
Yeah,
and
and I
And
knew
you-
there was somebody out there in my truck. I said,
you heard something.
heard some noise and things. You know, summertime,
Yeah.
and everything's open, and the guy was in there going through my truck, and which is a shame, you know, because he probably needed it. I don't know.
That's not the story I remember you telling.
Oh yeah.
It was the kid next door stealing an ice cream bar.
Oh yeah, they did. They stole ice cream out of my. Well, that was an ongoing thing. They would steal ice cream out of my truck. You know, everybody in the neighborhood knew I had. I was a milkman. I had a big sign, ice cream, on the side of my truck, and they knew where it was parked. And
Yeah.
those kids knew that they'd go in there and get an ice cream. Yeah.
So what else did you sell out of that truck?
Oh, bread, and was a big thing, and donuts. I had donuts. You know, we used to try at the end there. We used to try to sell everything. You know, everything we could.
Yeah, vitamins.
Yeah, vitamins. Yeah, we did. We sold vitamins, and what else I have? Just about anything you could think of. Vitamins was a big thing.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not surprised.
Yeah, and anyway, it's over. You know,
Yeah.
but that's
Well, you were the local store for dairy products
yeah, yeah.
and
yeah.
ancillary things.
Well, they didn't have supermarkets like they do, you know, now.
Mm.
You know, they just little into the street stores would sell milk. You know, out of
Yeah.
it. But we were going all around them, selling milk to the houses too, and then they got smart. They dropped the price down, so you know you could buy from me maybe for 21 cents a quart, but you're just around the corner. He'd sell it for 18 cents a quart because you went and got it, you know, at the store. So stores start really beating us up. You know, we had it real good for years.
It was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, that's right. It just everything went down and down,
Well,
and
no one wants to pay for service.
yeah, that's it. So anyway, it was fine, you know, at the time, but boy, it went down real fast.
Mm.
What else are we gonna talk? We're gonna talk.
Well, your truck, because didn't
yeah,
you
that's-
weld even things onto your truck to make it easier to get in and easier to
Oh,
stack
yeah.
things?
Yeah. Well, we loved our trucks. You know, I had my first truck was an International.
Uh-huh.
That was in 1938. It was an International, and it was so bad. You know, I was just at the bottom of the totem pole. They gave me this truck, and it was half rusted. I had to watch certain spots that I'd go through right down to the floor, you know,
Uh-huh.
to the cement.
They gave it to you?
Yeah, well, they let me use that.
Uh-huh.
You know, we had certain trucks, they kind of leased it out to us for $5 a day or something. Trucks that nobody would want, you know. But anyway, eventually in 1940, I got a new Divco.
Brand new.
Brand new Divco. Boy, I'll tell you, I was happy. It was really nice.
I bet you did a lot more business after that too.
Oh yeah, well, I hustled more too. My morale was better, you know, and and I wipe it, washed it at nights, and you know, I took good care of it, and I was a beautiful truck.
Yeah.
And my dad had the same thing.
The same truck?
He had eventually he got a Divco. He didn't have he had an International at first, but he eventually got a nice Divco too.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad had a real good setup. He delivered Ford's factory during the war. And man, that place was booming. It had 3 different shifts.
Mm-hmm.
And
How did he get that? Did he go in and ask for it?
I think he was just, we were pedaling around there, you know, guys would come out of our truck. We'd go down the street where the factory was, and they knew we had, you know, pints of chocolate and quarts and what have you. Main thing was chocolate and white milk. You know, that's what it really started. And he would have it on his tray. He had a little bell. That was his thing. He had a bell. You know, like the ice cream.
So people would hear him coming.
Yeah, they knew. You know, they're in the factory.
Yeah.
They could sneak out, and they had to. They wouldn't get permission. These guys were tough back there. You'd lose your job like that. You know, nothing to it. But they'd sneak out and see. Knew we had chocolate milk and white milk, and I think we sold pop too. We got so we were selling pop, and you know, pints of white was 10 cents. I remember that, and 11 cents for chocolate, and pop was like, I think it was about 10 cents, you know, and so these guys would sneak out of their job and get to get this drink. It's hot. Those factories, boy, they didn't have air conditioning or anything. Man, they were a furnace. You know, that was just everything.
I heard Ford was really tough on them.
Oh yeah, yeah. We did real well because you know there wasn't all the conveniences that eventually got into. They had little restaurants. They put little restaurants in the factories and what have you, and that kind of knocked us out. You know, we were just little guys peddling milk in our trucks.
Mm-hmm.
But we did real well. My dad did well, you know. Well, we were, you know, there's some of those guys there were working. They'd make $5 a day. They started out.
For Ford, you mean?
At Ford, yeah, $5 a day, and that was a good job.
Yes.
You know, but that's during, you know, probably in the 20s. But when we came in there, we were making. On my milk route, I was making about almost $50 a day. Man, that's a lot of money then.
Compared to their 5?
Yeah, well, no, their prices came up too, but they were making $50 a week, and I was making $50 a day, because I was independent and you know, selling what I could.
Right.
And it was really nice for a while for it. Just like all businesses.
Yes.
You know, all of a grocery store starts up,
Yeah.
or a store, oh, he's booming.
Yeah.
But then the guy next door, he gets another grocery store.
And it starts tapering off.
Yeah, that's the way it is, you know. So
Yeah.
When did you have your first route? How old were you?
my first route, I was in 1951. Dad bought a route for me, you know, and that's where I
So
really.
you were 21.
Yeah, yeah. I was 20. I remember. I wasn't quite 21 when I
Okay.
got that. And
Did he said, I bought a route for you. Here's the payment book.
oh yeah, hey, that was a good business. I paid him a penny every quart I sold.
Yes.
He got a penny.
Wow, what a deal. Hey, listen, I need to wind this up, but I'm going to do part 2, okay?
Okay.
So this is Jack. I'm ending this one, but we're going to start another one in a minute. Part
Okay.
2.